start the ceremony. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Nguyen. I'm the co-host with Song Lê. Right.
Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Sean, and my co-host today is going to be Nguyen.
Yep. So, why don't the student line up and go up, ready for the national anthem?
Please remain standing. Now is the national anthem of the Republic of Vietnam. Thank you. Now let us take a moment to honor those that could not be here today, those that have sacrificed their life for our country. Moment of silence begin. Moment of silence ended.
I think we can stop now.
Thank you guys. You guys did great. Please have a seat. Sorry, I didn't mean to have you stand there all day. But first of all, I want to welcome everyone for attending the first anniversary of Kimmy Dương Foundation Scholarship Award 2023 for the first time in Southern California. So again, my name is Sean Lee. And I want to share with you a story. About 2 months ago, I received a call from Miss Kimmy here. And she said to me, she said, Sean, we have decided that we're going to have a scholarship ceremony for the first time ever in Southern California. Do you think you can be one of the MC for the event? And my response was, Miss Kimmy, are you sure about this? And she said, yeah, just do your best. But try not to give me a heart attack. I almost did this morning. So hopefully I don't screw this up. Oh boy, too much pressure. I was introduced to Miss Kimmy about a year and a half ago. At that time, I was just retired from the Navy, and I was making YouTube videos out of my garage. And she asked me what I was doing, what are my goals? And I told her, you know, I've served my country for the last 20 years, and now I want to serve our community. For those of you wondering, I was a recruiter, by the way, so some of you guys might have met me at your high school or some of your community colleges if you went there. I'm not sure what she saw in me, but she decided to help me. And so I moved out of my garage and I got all of the proper equipments. And since then, I never looked back. So thank you for that, Miss Kimmy. You don't know how much that means to me. One of my most memorable moments with Miss Kimmy and Dr. Long Nguyen was about 2 months ago, when we took a trip to Thailand to help the Vietnamese refugees there, passing out foods and supplies to the unfortunate. You know, the one that always want to run away from the communist regime to seek for freedom and democracy elsewhere. It was about 100 degrees outside. And boy, let me tell you, it was really hot. For me, as a man in my 40s, I was literally dying. Like after an hour of out there, you can't imagine the weather over there. It's crazy. But when I look around and I saw Miss Kimmy and Dr. Long Nguyen, I don't know, in their 20s, they were having such a good time. They were having fun, actually. And it's hard to believe that they flew halfway around the world for this. And they didn't have to do this. So in that moment, I realized that Miss Kimmy Duong and Dr. Long Nguyen, they just didn't enjoy helping other people. It has become their mission. So let me introduce to you a few things about Mrs. Kimmy Duong, if you haven't known. Miss Kimmy's journey to America started in 1975, after the fall of Saigon. She arrived in the U.S. as a 30-year-old woman with only $30 in her pocket. I never forget the story you told me. Was it 20 or 30? 30. $30. So, long story short, she joined Pragmatics in 1987. Following a successful 25-year career at IBM, she currently serves as Pragmatics Vice Chairperson and Chief Financial Officer. Ms. Kimmy earned a bachelor's degree in Business Administration from the University of Saigon. In 2008, Ms. Kimmy was selected as one of the profiles of Diversity Journal's Women Worth Watching. In May 2023, Mrs. Duong was awarded Mason Medal, the highest award from George Mason University. Recently, she is selected to be the recipient of the Glenn Martin Medal from A. James Clark School of Engineering of the University of Maryland, College Park, and the honorary AA from associate degree from Montgomery County College, Maryland. In 2015, Mrs. Duong formed the Kimmy Duong Foundation to support all of her work in a more constructive and sustainable way. She welcomes all of those who share her passion for helping others to contribute to Kimmy Duong Foundation. Last year, the Kimmy Duong Foundation awarded 87 scholarships to students in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Today, The program awarded 105 scholarships in the DMV area. Additionally, the foundation has expanded this year to include for 4 West Coast institutions, which is UCLA, UC Irvine, UC Long Beach, and California State Polytechnic University at Pomona. As an immigrant who arrived in this country with only $30 in her pocket at the age of 30, Ms. Kimmy Duong defied all odds and built her legacy from scratch. Now, she's on a mission to give back to our community and empower young minds to dream and to achieve even bigger. Join Kimmy on her journey as she continues to break barriers and make lasting impact on lives of others. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me to welcome Ms. Kimmy Duong.
Kính chào các anh chị, các cháu và các bạn. Kimmy Dương Foundation rất hân hạnh được chào mừng các anh chị, các cháu và các bạn trong dịp lễ học bổng hôm nay. Chúng tôi sau đây xin được nói vài bằng tiếng Anh. Dear honored guests, friends and scholarship recipients, it is an honor for me to talk to you about your achievement and Kimmy Duong Foundation achievement. Dear recipient, today we are celebrating your success in winning the Long Nguyen and Kimmy Duong scholarship. Our goal now expanding to California to help more students and more schools. As you all know, each application reviewed by at least 3 judges. Our selection not only based upon academic records, but we also look into the candidate ability and desire to support the community and also their love for America. The moving banner on the Kimmy Duong Foundation website remind you to give back and pay forward. Giving back and paying forward is not just a nice thing to do, but that is our responsibility. In May, we went to Bangkok, Thailand, to visit the Vietnamese refugees there. We saw their hardship, and it touched our heart. Each family just have a room, 15 by 12, 180 square feet. That is their bedroom, their family room, their dining room, their kitchen, and their bathroom. And just as big as your kitchen. As you all know how hot it is in Bangkok, of course they cannot afford air conditioner. They cannot even afford electric fan. Because electricity is so expensive there, they only turn the fan on when it is too hot and children cannot sleep. Kimmy Duong Foundation plans to participate in the new government program, Welcome Corp. Thanks to you, Nam Lok, introduce it to us. So we would like to work on that program to help those qualified refugees to migrate to the U.S. As you know, our scholarship has grown a lot since 2018. Our first year, 2018, we awarded only 12 scholarships. Now this year, in the Washington area, we award 105 scholarships. And in California, we award 23 scholarships. We hope it will grow more in the future. Today you have a chance to listen to your school representative, and you will know that you can achieve a lot. Just put your heart, mind to what you want to do. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my team, who are working so hard day and night, review so many applications, interview many candidates to select the best recipient. I think this year is the last year I can read out all their name, because the next year it will be too long to read. First is Miss Nguyen, Mr. Kong Nguyen, Miss Trinh Phang, Dr. Dak Nguyen, Mr. Dien Nguyen, Dr. Sarah Bui, Dr. Vinh Nguyen, Dr. Yu Bui, Dr. Yu Thi Nguyen, Dr. Quỳnh Cẩm Nguyen, Mr. Mai Yogam, Miss Linda White, Dr. Sung Nguyen, Dr. Ca Nguyen, Dr. Ngọc Hà Nguyen, Dr. Phương Anh Đặng Vũ, Dr. Dennis Nguyen, Mr. Nhật Phương Lâm, Mr. Michael Bauer, Dr. Thục Nhi Nguyen, Mr. Jack Gardner, Mr. David Nguyen, Miss Nhi Công Võ, Miss Diệu Quyên Nguyễn Hóa, Mr. Đạt Võ, Dr. Duy Dương Trân, Dr. Nghĩa Công Trương, Dr. Thủy Vi Bùi, and Miss Anna Phan, Mr. Chánh Nguyễn, and Dr. Hà Lệ. I cannot say more how appreciative I am with the support for this program from the individual and the corporate donor who believe and support us. I know for sure we cannot be here without you. And today I specifically would like to show my appreciation to Mr. Nguyen, the CEO of Teletron. Without him, I would not have this program. And also, a month ago, when I'm frustrated, I don't know who can help me to organize this program. And Ms. Lam Chow is come forward, and she does everything within just a minute. So I would like to really, really show my appreciation to Uy and to Lam Chow. Thank you. And after this, I would like to introduce to Kimmy Duong Foundation Director, Mr. Hai Nguyen.
Morning. Good morning. My name is Hai Nguyen. I'm one of the Kimmy Dương Foundation Director. On behalf of Kimmy Dương Foundation, we are grateful to our corporate sponsor, donator, and benefactors. We are also honored with the presence of the representative from University of California, Los Angeles, University of California, Irvine, from Cal State University of Long Beach, and Cal Poly Pomona, where the scholarship recipient will attend or matriculate in coming years. We are also honored with the presence of the civic and the community leaders. So thank you for Sean to introduce Kimmy background. And my background is, Kimmy is my aunt. She sponsored my 5 brothers and sisters from refugee camp. She pushed us and put us through college and school, and with help from our government, such as Pell Grant. So that's my background. To this year, Kimmy Dương Scholarship awards winner. Our selection committee would like to congratulate you all for your outstanding academic achievement, for your social and community involvement, and your remarkable personal growth. We have no doubt that each and every one of you will excel in all of your future endeavors, will continue to earn this scholarship through your college years, and will contribute greatly to your community and our society. Final remark, the special thing about Kimmy Dương Foundation is thank you the donor, thank you the benefactor, introduce the recipient to the representative of each school so you can come for help, and for you guys to mingle and network for the future. Final remark, always remember that material things will fade, but knowledge will stay. So thank you for your attention, and once again, congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Nguyen. And now I want to invite the school representatives to come up on stage to present the awards. So let's start with Dr. Jonathan Grady. Dr. Grady is the Senior Associate Vice President for Equity and Belonging at Cal Poly Pomona, where he leads the Cultural and Identity Initiatives, the Veterans Resource Center, and the Student Support Equity Programs for the Division of Student Affairs. Dr. Grady earned his BA and PhD from UCLA, an MPS from Cornell University, and has over 20 years of experience in higher education, specializing in student advocacy, as well as equity, diversity, and inclusion initiatives. Please, Doctor.
Thank you. Thank you. I was lost, tongue-tied, consumed by shadows and silence. Now I speak. I listen. I observe, I honor, I give, I love, I hope. And my burden is lightened, lifted, free. As the Senior Associate Vice President of Equity and Belonging at Cal Poly Pomona, I congratulate all of the awardees, and I thank the Kimmy Duong Foundation for its investment in people, its investment in our students, an investment in transforming lives. As we look around the world today, there's lots of divide, a lot of hurt, a lot of inequities. So the stakes are high. Justice continues to be a fight. And it remains all of our responsibility to show up, to refute systems of oppression with our art, our music, our literature, our steadfastness, our joy, our wit, our brilliance, and our sheer relentlessness, as well as our ability to tell our own stories, stories that may be different than what others may know. So I encourage all of us, all of you, to never take for granted the responsibility and the ability you all have to change the world. I encourage all of us to speak our truth, to be magical, to be vulnerable, to be accountable, to be excellent, to be legendary. When I look around this room today, I think about the power of the village, the power of the community, the power of the collective. When the village and the collective come together, it becomes a force for positive transformation, leaving an indelible mark on the world. So as we move forward together, let us carry with us the spirit of the village. Let us embrace the understanding that we are all interconnected and that our actions reverberate throughout ourselves. Lastly, I want to share some hopes that I have for our awardees as they move forward in this next journey and chapter of their lives. I hope you all recognize your own majesty and the majesty of those that come before you, those that stand with you as you fight and advocate in your chosen field for those that will come after you. I hope that you discover that your story and your truth serve as relics of your ability to endure. I hope that you never allow anyone to break your spirit, silence you, nor kill your joy. And I hope that you always remember that you are enough, that your needs matter, that your life matters. And as you move forward, always know that when you learn, you teach, and when you get, you give. Know that your words and your voice may inspire, but your actions can and will create true change. Thank you again to the Kimmy Duong Foundation and Mrs. Kimmy Duong for your investment, for your act of love always. On behalf of Cal Poly Pomona, continue writing your own daring ending, be bold, and navigate this earth each day knowing that you deserve to be here. Thank you all again.
Thank you, Doctor. Why don't you stay here? I'm going to announce each of the students. We start with California Polytech, Pomona. The first gold scholar, Mr. Clifford Domier. He is a freshman, major in mechanical engineering. His quote is, "When it feels scary to jump, that is exactly when you jump. Otherwise, you end up staying the same place your whole life, and that I cannot do." The scholarship sponsored by Mr. and Miss Nguyen from Teletron. So I'm going to ask the sponsor to go up, Mr. Uy. The next gold scholar, Mr. Nguyen. He is senior, major in visual communication design. His quote is, "The lesson of history had taught us that any dynasty or any regime is only temporary, only a period. The country and the people are eternal." The scholarship is sponsored by Mr. and Miss Nguyen from Teletron. The next one is gold scholar, Mr. Landon Chen. He is a sophomore, major in chemical engineering. His quote is, "Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today." The scholarship sponsored by Mr. and Miss Nguyen from Teletron. Thank you. The next school is California State University, Long Beach. Before, I'm sorry. Let's have the group picture first.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Nguyen. Thank you, Dr. Grady. That was such a great poem. And now, let me introduce to you Dr. Camacho. Dr. Camacho has over 15 years of professional experience in higher education and student affairs across various functional areas, including student involvement, fraternity, and sorority life, the student and student conduct. Dr. Camacho received his PhD in higher, adult, and lifelong education from Michigan State University. In addition, Dr. Camacho has master's in higher education and student affairs from Iowa State University and a bachelor's degree in, if I say this word correctly, anthropology from UC Santa Cruz. Dr. Camacho currently serves as associate editor of the Journal of Sorority and Fraternity Life Research and Practice on the Equity and Human Relations Commission for the City of Long Beach.
Thank you all. I would like to thank Kimmy and the Kimmy Duong Foundation for hosting this awards ceremony, and including Cal State Long Beach in their gift. Words cannot begin to express the sincere gratitude to the Kimmy Duong Foundation for your support of these well-deserving students. Your generous gift supports scholarships that are critical, so students don't have to worry about their financial needs, but can focus on the most of getting their education. And they're persisting in helping them pursue academic and life pursuits after college. These scholarships will help these students at Long Beach State University strive to facilitate and foster community on our campus and off. Every student's story is different, but the financial need in paying for college is still apparent. By providing these scholarships, you are enabling greater success in college and provide support to dedicated students who want to graduate and give back. Furthermore, we're excited that students will give back to their community and instill a greater sense of belonging and motivation to make it through their academic journey. All of us at the beach greatly appreciate your steadfast support. I am reminded by the words of Nelson Henderson, the true meaning of life is to plant trees under whose shade you do not expect to sit. Kimmy, you are truly defining what it means to be a special advocate dedicated to promoting the well-being of others and investing in the future. Thank you so much, and congratulations to all of our recipients.
Thank you so much, Doctor. The Gold Scholar, Miss Mi and Pham, she is the freshman, major in human biology and society. Her quote is, starting something, even if it's just a small task, is better than doing nothing at all. The scholarship sponsored by Mr. and Miss Nguyen from Teletron. Thank you. The next school is University of California, Irvine, UCI.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So for the next guest, I want to invite Dr. Michael Dennen. Professor Dennen earned his AB from Princeton University and his MA and PhD in 1995 from University of California, Santa Barbara. He held a postdoctoral position at the University of California, Los Angeles. He is an Alfred P. Sloan Research Fellow and a Research Corporation Cottrell Scholar. He has been a professor of physics and astronomy at UCI since 1997. He has been a vice provost of teaching and learning and dean Division of Undergraduate Education at UCI since 2015. In this role, Michael is dedicated to enhancing the undergraduate experience at UC Irvine. He oversees the program that connects students to a wide range of academic programs and services and supports faculty and TAs in their efforts to teach undergraduate courses. As a professor, Dean of Undergraduate Education and Vice Provost for Teaching and Learning, Michael Dennen wears many hats at the University of California, Irvine. An active member of major professional industry associations like American Physics Society, American Association of Teachers, and the American Association for Advancement of Science, Mr. Dennen demonstrates a commitment to the community and a genuine love for the study of science. Please welcome Dr. Dennen.
Thank you, and thank you for having us all here today. I definitely want to add my thanks to Mr. Long Nguyen and Mrs. Kimmy Duong and the Kimmy Duong Foundation for the support of these students. It's incredible to have members of the community give back in this way, and we truly appreciate it at the university. And of course, congratulations to all the students from all of our institutions. I think something very special about this scholarship to me is the community aspect. You know, scholarships are really important, as been mentioned, to give financial support. We can't sort of underestimate that need. So many of our students these days need to work, need to support families, do all sorts of things that some of us did not have to do when we were in college. And it's really, you know, the financial side is important, and I don't want to minimize that. It can make a real difference. But the community aspect is something that is deeply meaningful to me, I think to our students, and is a great aspect of this scholarship. I like to tell parents and students, no one gets through college alone. I think that is a myth of our society, that you're on your own, you have to be an individual, make it by yourself, show everyone what you can do, when in fact, college is a collective effort. That was mentioned by some of our previous speakers. We are a community, and we come from many communities, and the students who receive this scholarship are partly being recognized for the dedication to their community and their willingness to participate but give back in the future. And I think we often overlook, and it was mentioned earlier, we are unfortunately in a somewhat divisive time. Somewhat maybe an understatement. But it is actually partly in supporting our communities that I believe we can bring all of our communities together. And that is something these students will bring for our institutions. Their commitment to that community will help them be a uniter of communities. And that is a hope I have for the students, it's a hope I have for us, and I really, really appreciate the support of the foundation in making this dream possible. So congratulations to the students, and thank you to the foundation, and we really appreciate participating in this, and we look forward to many, many more years of an excellent and exciting partnership. And you asked for 100 students the next year, we'll try and do that.
From UCI, Diamond Scholar, Ms. Fei Yu, major in France and business economics. Her quote is, "The best way to get ahead is to get started today." The scholarship sponsored by Mr. and Ms. Nguyen from Teletron. The next one is Diamond Scholar, Amy Vũ Nguyễn. C Junior, major in accounting. Her quote is, "Look is when preparation meets opportunity." The scholarship sponsored by Mr. and Ms. Nguyen from Teletron. The next is Gold Scholar, Mr. Brian Nguyen. He is a senior, major in public health science. He saw a quote by Tim Noki, and that is, "Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard." The scholarship sponsored by Mr. and Ms. and Lạc Dương family. The next one, Eagle Scholar, Ms. Janelle Trang. She is a senior, major in biological science. She saw a quote by Ms. Eleanor Roosevelt, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dream." The scholarship sponsored by Mr. and Ms. Lạc Dương and family.
Now, can we have all of the recipients stay in the middle for group picture? Group picture, please. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Our next guest, I want to invite Ms. Angela Deaver Campbell. Ms. Campbell received a BA in English and Communications and an MSW in Interpersonal Practice from the University of Michigan. She also received a Master's in Education from Harvard University in Administration, Planning, and Social Policy. She moved to Los Angeles in 1989, continuing her work on various higher education initiatives within the UCLA College. In 1995, she researched and helped develop UCLA's first Center of Scholarship and Scholar Enrichment, a unique center to help undergraduates to search for and to secure private sources of funding. Angela has served as the center's founding director since 1996. She leads recruitment and selection processes for approximately 100 UCLA College donor scholarships and regularly consults with outside agencies to develop private scholarship processes. Angela has worked with thousands of students to emphasize treating students as unique individuals, creating tailored approach to provide mentorship, scholarship information, and support all UCLA students who seek it. By equipping students with these resources, Angela and her staff empower them to take maximum advantage of their time at UCLA. That guidance toward internships and research opportunities cultivates crucial skills that they will carry into their future careers. The CSSE manages the UCLA Phi Beta Kappa Honor Society and is also responsible for the administration of UCLA's undergraduate national and international merit scholarships. Angela is the regional co-chair for the Harvard Graduate School of Education Admissions Office and a member of various professional organizations. Please welcome Ms. Deaver Campbell.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here. I'd just like to say how inspired I am, Kimmy, by your time transitioning from Vietnam to the United States and what you have done with this foundation to support others. I think it's very important what she is telling all of you young people, which is to not keep it all to yourself. You have to always give back. To whom much is given, much is expected. Thank you very much for these fine scholarships at UCLA. You know, it's expensive everywhere to go to school right now, and that's one of the things that we help students with at the Center for Scholarships and Scholar Enrichment. And our students always like to meet their donors because they always say, who is this wonderful person who is not only granting me funding, but who believes in me? So to the foundation, I would like to say that not only are you helping our students with funding, but you are giving them confidence because you believe in them because of these selections. I'd just like to say to you all as students, again, to whom much is given, much is expected. And all of you are talented, bright citizens. We have great expectations for you that you will go out into the world and change it for the better. There's a lot of work to be done out there, as many of my previous colleagues have said. So please, don't keep it all to yourself. All of us come to this earth with many gifts and talents, but we're not meant to keep them to ourselves. We're meant to use them and go out and make other people's lives better. At the Center for Scholarships and Scholar Enrichment, we are all about helping our students to graduate with less debt. So I have a staff that helps our undergraduates come in and find private foundations and organizations. So we were really thrilled to hear about this scholarship from our development team, and my colleague Brittany Shoup is here. Thank you, Brittany. We worked very hard with our faculty and staff and student organizations to get the word out, and I'm very happy to say that we have quite a few recipients at UCLA. UCLA is a great institution. As you know, we're the #1 public institution in the United States, tied with Berkeley this year. But we are very proud of our students, but students need to be enrolled to take advantage of everything that we have offered at UCLA. So we really appreciate this foundation for supporting our students in this effort to move forward in what they're doing to try to graduate and hopefully even go on to graduate school. I would also like to say that it's very difficult these days to graduate without a lot of debt. Most students are graduating with at least $15,000 to $20,000 in debt. I don't think that people realize sometimes how hard it is for students to think about even going on to graduate school if they're carrying all of that debt. So thank you again to the foundation for helping with some of that burden that our students are facing day to day. I also want to thank the parents and families out here who support these wonderful recipients. Without you, these students would not be where they are today. And so I would like to give all of you a round of applause. So again, I'm not going to take much more time. Thank you for that long introduction. But I just want to encourage all of you as students, come to the Scholarship Resource Center. We want to help you to graduate with less debt, and we want to help the foundation get more recipients for next year. Kimmy and I were just talking off stage. And we hope that you have a wonderful summer, and we're looking forward to working with you when you come back in the fall. Congratulations, all recipients.
Thank you. Diamond Scholar, Ms. Mai Vi Dang. She is a junior, major in psychobiology and Asian humanity. Her quote, "Do not go where the bad may lead. Go instead where there is no bad to lead, and lead the trail." The scholar is sponsored by Mr. Hai Nguyen and Dr. Pamela Duong. The next is Gold Scholar, Mr. Kevin Duong. He is senior, major in political science. His quote is, "Beauty occurs on the word. It keeps us from seeing who the real mountains are." The scholarship is sponsored by Mr. and Ms. Nguyen from Teletron. The next is the Gold Scholar, Ms. Mỹ Thuận Hà Hoàng. She is junior, major in computational and system biology. Her quote, "The grass is the greenest where you water it." The scholarship sponsored by Mr. and Ms. Nguyen from Teletron. The next is Gold Scholar, Ms. Hannah Huang. She is a junior, major in biology. Her quote, "Be like water, making its way through the crack. Do not be assertive, but adjust to the object, and you soon find a way around or to it. If nothing within you stay rigid, our thing will disclose themselves." The scholarship sponsored by Mr. and Ms. Nguyen from Teletron. The next is Gold Scholar, Ms. Alexis Liu. She is a junior, major in psychobiology. Her quote is, "It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop." The scholarship sponsored by Dr. Long Nguyễn and Ms. Kimmy Dương. Gold Scholar, Mr. Eric Ngo. He is senior, major in human biology and society. His quote is, "Where there's a will, there's the way." The scholarship sponsored by Dr. Long Nguyễn and Ms. Kimmy Dương. Gold Scholar, Mr. David Nguyen. He is a junior, major in biology. His quote is, "Don't rush anything. When the time is right, it will happen." The scholarship sponsored by Dr. Long Nguyễn and Ms. Kimmy Dương. Gold Scholar, Ms. Thali Nguyen. She is a junior, major in psychology biology. Her quote is, "Great things are not done by impulse, but by a series of small things brought together And great things are not accidental, but must certainly be will. The scholarship sponsored by Dr. Long Nguyễn and Ms. Kimmy Dương. Gold Scholar, Ms. Jonathan Pham. He is a sophomore, major in mathematics. He saw a quote by Warden Hinsley: "In all living, have much fun and laughter, like it to be enjoyed, not just endure." The scholarship sponsored by Dr. Long Nguyễn and Ms. Kimmy Dương. Gold Scholar, Ms. Michelle Pham. She is senior, major in human biology and society. Her quote is, "In Vietnamese, the word for missing someone and remember them is the same. Nhớ." Sometimes when you ask me over the phone, có nhớ mẹ không? I fling, thinking you mean, do you remember me? I miss you more than I remember you. The scholarship sponsored by Dr. Long Nguyễn and Ms. Kimmy Dương. Silver Scholar, Ms. Thu Trần. She is a senior, major in sociology. She used the quote by Just Law: "If there's a will, there is a way." The scholarship sponsored by Dr. Long Nguyễn and Ms. Kimmy Dương. Gold Scholar, Ms. Trang Trần. She a senior, major in economics. Her quote is, "When you drink water, think of Aesop." The scholarship sponsored by Dr. Long Nguyễn and Ms. Kimmy Dương. The next one is Gold Scholar, Mr. Matthew Vũ. He is junior, major in psychology. His quote is, "Success is peace of mind with a direct result of self-satisfaction. If in knowing you did your best to become the best, you are capable of becoming." The scholarship sponsored by Dr. Long Nguyễn and Ms. Kimmy Dương.
One more?
The next we had George Mason University.
Oh, we're not ready yet. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, as you were.
One more. George Mason University actually in Northern Virginia. However, she here to receive this scholarship. So it's the Gold Scholar, Ms. Tina Phang. She is sophomore, major in physics. Her quote is, "What you think, you become. What you feel, you attack. What you imagine, you create." The scholarship sponsored by Dr. Long Nguyễn and Ms. Kimmy Dương.
Now you all can come forward. So sorry about that. All right, let's have a group picture. That's such a beautiful picture. All right, are we ready? All right, please have a round of applause for everyone. We have a lot of students at UCLA today. Can I have Dr. Long Nguyễn and Mrs. Duong? Can you guys stay on stage, please? We have a surprise for you. So, we have a couple of surprise guests in the room this morning. I want to introduce to you Mr. Tri Tha, the State Assembly or State Congressman is here today, and Mr. Charlie Chi Nguyen, who is the mayor of Westminster City. They are here to present some award to the Long Nguyễn and Kimmy Dương Foundation.
Good morning, everyone. It's an honor for me to be here, and on behalf of California State Assembly, to show my appreciation and thanks Dr. Long Nguyễn and his wife, Kimmy Dương for their dedication in serving the community, and also establish a foundation to give opportunity for our younger generation. I have known a couple several years ago. They are really successful people in the country. They came to this country after the fall of Saigon with completely nothing, and they become successful. And they want to give back to the country, especially to our community. So Kimmy Dương Foundation is a rare opportunity. It's our community achievement. I am so proud that they want to share their achievement. They want to encourage our younger generation. So on behalf of California State Assembly, I want to thank you so much for your achievement, for your dedication in serving our nation and our community. Thank you so much.
Before I present the certificate of recognition, I know that there are elected officials in the House, and it's a privilege for me to work with them. And I would like to ask them to come up here to join me to congratulate and present the certificate. In the House, I also have the Vice Mayor for the City of Westminster, Nam Quang Nguyen. Please come to the stage. I also have saw that the former California State Assembly, Mr. Van Tran, and now he is Chief of Staff for District 1, Supervisor Andrew Do. Please come to the stage. And also Attorney Len Quoc Nguyen, who is 20 years in Grand Grove School, High School, School District, for Trustee for School District for Grand Grove. So again, my privilege to be here, and I'm very happy to be here this morning together with all of you. And of course, my congratulations to all the scholarship recipients. Also, I know that for all these awards, for all these scholarships, it's not going to happen if there were not for their sponsorships, and especially for Kimmy Dương Foundation. So I'm here on behalf of Vice Mayor Nam Quang Nguyen, who is here with me, and the rest of the council members, and also city staff, to present this certificate of recognition to the scholars sponsorship. First of all, I would like to have this to the certificate of recognition presented to Kimmy Dương Foundation in recognition of your contributions in sponsoring and promoting the Long Nguyen and Kimmy Dương scholarships, Southern California, for 2023 to 2024 school year. And this is dated today, the 29th day of July 2023, by me, Mayor Chi Charlie Nguyen, and Vice Mayor Nam Quang Nguyen, District 4. So congratulations. Thank you very much for your recognition. Along with that, I know that there are more than a couple of sponsors today, but I just know the two. For those, I don't have the recognition today. I would like, we can be in touch, and I would like to recognize you at sometime later. But today, another major sponsor, as you already know, that from Mr. Nguyen from Teletron Corporation. I would like to invite you to come up here. And same thing is in recognition of your contributions in sponsoring and promoting the Long Nguyen and Kimmy Dương Scholarship, Southern California, for 2023-2024 school year, and signed by me, Chi Charlie Nguyen, Mayor, and Vice Mayor Nam Quang Nguyen, District 4. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Again, thank you and congratulations to all the scholarship recipients. Thank you. Former Mayor. Yes. Before we take a picture, former State Assembly Van Tran, who is also Chief of Staff for District 1, which is the district that we are in right now. May I ask him for a few words to you?
Well, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I didn't expect to speak, so I'll be very quick. First of all, good morning, everybody. And also, a hearty congratulations to all the scholarship recipients. And thank you so much to Mr. Nguyen from Teletron. And of course, Mr. and Mrs. Dr. Long Nguyen and Mrs. Kimmy Dương. Real shout out to UC Irvine, Zat, the recipients, right there. You see, I graduated from UC Irvine, didn't get any scholarships. Didn't even get into UCLA, so congratulations to the UCLA recipients. And that was a long time ago. But as elected officials, seriously, I wanted to share with you very quickly, whether they're from the state, the city, the county, school district, or the city, we all work together. We all work together to help the children and our next generation, whether it's through the funding of the resources that we have, or of course, with the ability that we have as government officials to provide healthcare, education, as Mr. Nguyen, who's a school board trustee, to invest in the future of our children, whether it's in this community or throughout California. I know the state legislature, in which I was a member years ago, we provide a lot of funding and do our part in our own respective responsibility to ensure that our children will have the tools, the resources, and the motivation, not only money, but also the health and the resources needed so that they can be the best that they can be, so that our country can still be the best that it could be as well. So thank you so much, everyone, for what you do. And congratulations again to all the recipients. Thank you.
Thank you for a wonderful speech, Mr. Tran. I didn't know you didn't receive any scholarship. That made two of us. So after this, I need to get with you guys to show me how to write the essay. Just kidding. I know it's more than the essay. So next, I want to introduce to you one of the outstanding recipients that we have today. Her name is Faith Du, and she's gonna come up and give a speech. Come on, Kate.
Hello everyone, my name is Faith Du, a recipient of the Diamond Scholarship. And before I start my speech, I'd like to take a moment to thank the Kimmy Dương Foundation for giving me this platform to tell my story. I will always remember to appreciate this moment. When I was younger, I ran to my mother or mẹ, yelling, "Mẹ ơi, con không phải người Bắc hay là người Nam, con là người Việt Nam." Mẹ just laughed endearingly, holding my face in response. Little did I know that the most important lesson she would ever teach me is the beauty of being a phụ nữ Việt Nam. Mẹ has always been the epitome of Vietnamese beauty. She's taught me how to appreciate the entirety of Vietnamese culture as I stand today with the ability to speak Vietnamese and French. She's taught me to be resilient, hardworking, and kind, and to also always appreciate Nhạc Sen. She's the reason I put my utmost effort into my academic career, aspiring to be an international business advisor. With her love and support, I was accepted into my dream school, UCI, as an honors scholar, double majoring in French and economics. Being placed in the top 1% of my class and being inducted into Phi Beta Kappa, I've also been recently accepted into UCI's master's program, in which I will be studying philosophy, political science, and economics. Thank you. If you do not understand why I work so hard, you do not know Mea. There's nothing I can do in this lifetime that will ever equal the sacrifices she made for me as both an immigrant and a single mother. If time permits, I can only pray that I work hard and fast enough for the woman who managed to give me everything when she had nothing. In fact, we used to live in a garage with zero furniture just to survive. But Mea still managed to make it feel like home. She often talks about her past trauma and how I'm the sole reason why she's still on this earth. But I often wonder if I'm worthy of something so special. Sorry. Mea always envied my naive, soft hands, and she would always complain that her hands were too ugly or stiff. But to me, they are the most beautiful pair of hands in the world. They're the same hands that cut up fruit for me when I'm studying and rub dosang on my stomach when I have belly aches. They're the same hands that fix our bathroom sink when I accidentally drop my phone and put a hole in it. They have Mea and bo embedded in them, shaped by both household labor and handy-dandy work. And I will never know another pair of hands that could have raised me any better to be the Phụ Nữ Việt Nam I am today. As a low-income, first-generation female student who truly prioritizes her education, I believe that this scholarship serves as an opportunity to break traditional barriers and the cycle of poverty that my family has endured for generations. And from the bottom of my heart, I thank the Kimmy Dương Foundation for giving me the essential tools to bear a fruitful future for myself, Mea, and for more future Phụ Nữ Việt Nam to come. Mẹ ơi, con thương mẹ nhiều lắm. And thank you for giving me the confidence to proudly say that I am a Phụ Nữ Việt Nam in today's world. Thank you.
Thank you, Faith. That was a great speech. She didn't know that I knew her mom. Her mom was a great friend of mine, and when I go through her resume, I saw all the recipients' name, and I saw Faith, and I was like, oh my gosh, this gotta be my friend's daughter. And sure enough, I took a snapshot of it, I sent it to my friend, and she said, yep, that's my daughter. Very proud of her. I know your mom is extremely proud of you. Great job today. So next, I want to introduce to you a special guest that we have in the room today, a man that I look up to a lot. Should have taken my position today, but he passed it on. He said, I'm done. I'm too old for this. Uncle Namlock, you're never too old for this. Where are you at? Please come to the stage and have a few words. He is a big-time contributor to the community here. He's done a lot to our community. He's a great voice of our community. And he also one of the contributors to the Kimmy Dương Foundation Scholarship Awards. So please, Mr. Namlock, you have a few words, right?
Wow. Thank you, Sean. What a surprise. You put me in the spot. By the way, I knew her mom way before you know her. She's my friend. Every story she said, I was witness that when they have a hard time when they first come here. So thank you. I'm so proud that you bring up that story, and your mom's here, I guess. Yes. Milling, right? Love you. So proud of you, and so surprised to hear what she said. I'm proud to be was your friend. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What a surprise Thank you, Sean, and that's exactly what we're doing today. We pass on to the next generations. I'm 79 years old and ready to retire anytime soon. So I thank you for take over the job, and you did a wonderful job, isn't it? Yes, thank you. Allow me to say just a few words in Vietnamese. Thật là ngạc nhiên vô cùng được lên đây để chia sẻ đôi lời với quý vị. Trước hết cảm ơn Kimmy Dương Foundation, cảm ơn anh chị Long đã hết lòng và đóng góp tích cực trong mọi công việc xã hội cho cộng đồng. Đúng lại cái tinh thần của người Việt chúng ta là có nhận và có chia sẻ, và những gì anh chị làm đó chính là những điều mà chúng ta trả ơn lại cho những đất nước đã kêu mang chúng ta. Cảm ơn anh chị Long, cảm ơn Kimmy Dương Foundation. Và tôi cũng rất là cảm động ngày hôm nay gặp lại anh Nguyen, một người bạn trẻ mà hơn 30 năm trước đây tôi đã gặp anh khi chỉ là một người đi bỏ báo, một thanh niên độc thân, cô đơn, không có gia đình bên cạnh. Từ một người bỏ báo lên là một người đi bán hàng điện tử, cho đến khi trở thành một giám đốc của những cái công ty điện tử, nhưng cũng không quên đóng góp lại cho xã hội và cho cộng đồng. Cũng rất là hãnh diện gặp lại tiến sĩ giáo sư Phạm Thị Huê và những người mà chúng tôi đã có cơ hội được làm việc 34 năm trước đây, các anh chị trong các trung tâm Việt ngữ, chị Ngọc và tất cả các thầy cô có mặt ở đây. Nếu không có sự đóng góp hy sinh của các thầy cô, có lẽ các cháu không nói được những cái ngôn ngữ mà chúng ta đã yêu mến và cần thiết. Xin cảm ơn các thầy cô, một tràng pháo tay cho các thầy cô của Trung tâm Việt ngữ. Chúng tôi cũng không quên nhắc lại kỷ niệm với người bạn trẻ Trần Thái Văn. Từ khi là một sinh viên của UC Irvine, anh đã lập ra cái Project Ngọc. Các cháu biết Project Ngọc là để giúp đỡ cho những người thuyền nhân từ những ngày đầu đặt chân đến đây, và chắc chắn trong đó có cả thân nhân của các cháu hay cha mẹ các cháu, gia đình các cháu. Và từ một người sinh viên, Project Ngọc trở thành một người dân biểu tiểu bang đầu tiên của người Mỹ gốc Việt chúng ta. Cảm ơn Văn, rất là vui gặp em ngày hôm nay. Cũng không quên cảm ơn Lân, luật sư Nguyễn Quốc Lân vừa ra trường là đã nhào ngay vào cái công tác để cứu trợ đồng bào ở bên phía Luật Tân. Và chính anh Lân, tổ chức của anh đã mang hơn 3.000 người Việt vất vưởng ở phía Luật Tân đến được bến bờ tự do, và ngày hôm nay vẫn tiếp tục đóng góp trong xã hội. Không quên cảm ơn anh Trí Charlie, người đã cùng chúng tôi đóng góp hơn 30 năm trước đây để xây dựng tượng đài chiến sĩ Việt Mỹ. Anh không bao giờ quên những chuyện đó. Giờ bây giờ trở thành ông thị trưởng của thành phố đông người Việt nhất ở đây. Và dĩ nhiên không quên đến anh Tạ Đức Trí và hiền thê của anh. Từ khi Trí còn là Tổng hội sinh viên, sau đó là Chủ tịch Cộng đồng người Việt chúng ta trong 3 năm, và bây giờ trở thành một trong những vị dân cử. You know, không biết nói gì hơn, xin cảm ơn tất cả quý vị. Có một nhà lãnh đạo Hoa Kỳ có một câu nói rất hay là không có cái gì ý nghĩa và giá trị để trả ơn những người đi trước bằng cách xây dựng và hướng dẫn cho thế hệ đi sau. Tất cả quý vị ngồi đây đã và đang làm công việc này. Một lần nữa xin cảm ơn tất cả quý vị. Dear recipients, scholarship recipient today, congratulations for your achievement. You have been selected not because of your excellent education, but also your leadership and your community's involvement. And if you're looking for a role model, you don't have to go anywhere. They are around here in this room. They are your parents, they are your teachers, they are community leaders. They are doctors, they are lawyers, they are entrepreneurs, they are soldiers, they are donors, but they also are community activists. They give back to the communities, and now they become mayor, they become state assemblers, and they become a volunteer teachers, give back to community. So they all here today to celebrate your success. And we all wish you a bright future and become a community leader. But please, don't forget where your family come from. Thank you so very much for allowing me to say a few words today. Thank you. Thank you, Sean, again.
Thank you, Chu Nam Lop. That was such a great speech.
I'm sorry, I just have one more. I forgot. You know what? The reason is, this is important. I go around and people want to donate and want to be a donors. So could we recognize them? It's a surprise to me that I have people call me and say, hey, we want to become a donor. And I say, well, too late for this year. I say, what about next year? And I want to say, want to announce that someone who are here today from the Kenyan team, from Australia, Mr. Lê Quý Phượng and Nancy Duong want to sponsor for the next scholar. Okay. Also, we have Vice Mayor of Westminster, Mr. Quan. Okay. And also YouTuber, Mr. Nguyen Duong, also want to be a donor for the next year. Well, that's wonderful. What's more important, I have the group called Cội Nguồn Tổ Việt Foundation. They want to sponsor more than 3 next year. I would like to ask tiến sĩ Bạch Xuân Phả và kỹ sư Nguyễn Xuân Hiệp come up here and tell me why. Why do you want to sponsor? Why you want to become a donor? So if help me to welcome them, and I hope that many other people will let me know so we can have more than just not only Kimmy Dương Foundation or Teletron or other, but then we will have more people come in the next year. So please come in. I would like to ask tiến sĩ Dr. Bạch and Mr. Nguyễn Xuân Hiệp.
Dạ, cảm ơn anh rất là nhiều. Thank you. It's such a beautiful to see all of you here. And I think the best gift we can give to each other is the presence in for each other. And recognize that the success of one Vietnamese is the success for all Vietnamese. So your success is also our success. And your failure is also us as well. We take pride in you. And as a Cội Nguồn Tổ Việt Foundation, as a younger adult growing up in this country, as a refugee as well, we came here. And it's also our obligation and responsibility to give back and pay it forward as a way to thank you, all of you in here. And believe it or not, but my family's member also come to this country as a refugees, families, immigrant families, and Chú Nam Lop is also the one who helped those from Philippines. So một lần nữa cảm ơn chú. And chú Duong. But I have my friend here, our co-founders of Cội Nguồn Tổ Việt Foundation, and we have make some pledge. I would like Scotty to say a few words, but recognize that it's collectively together we had to support Cô Kim and Dr. Long Nguyễn, because collectively the only way moving forward is we all lift each other up. And the best way to take care of the future, believe it or not, to take care of the moment here and now. The best way to take care of your families, to take care of everyone, is take care of yourself. So please self-care and self-love, because we cannot give something that we don't have. So here's Scotty.
Thank you, Chú Nam Lop. Thank you, Anh Khỏe. First off, amazing event. All the speeches that you guys came up here and shared with us, such an inspiration for myself and all those who are watching online right now. Thank you, Anh Sung, for introducing us to the Kimmy Dương Foundation, Cô Chú, for such a warm welcome for us. My family got here as a refugee as well. And Chú Nam Lop and others who have done excellent job with the HO program so that my family can get here in 94. Cội Nguồn Tổ Việt was found a few years ago. We are very small, but seeing the future is here, and I can see it through your faces, and there are so many that are seeking the assistance so that they can have a brighter future, and that we as a community can lighten the load a little bit for them financially. Obviously, time is tough, but we are committed to at least participating in 3 scholarships next year, and hopefully that we can further our efforts into making the community a better place, and of course, to maintain America as a free country, the #1 country in the world. Thank you so much.
Wow. Well, thank you so very much. Yes. Oh, that's beautiful. I remember that you, the one who's saying that we expect next year we're going to have 100 scholarship, right? Okay, we start right now. We are welcome and we accepted the scholarship donor. And I'm sure that thank you, the chairman, and also I want to recognize, I want Vice Mayor stand up, Nam Quan, Tiến Dũng, those are commitment donor. Lê Quý Phượng, I think she's down there, and then Nancy Duong, please stand up. Thank you so very much, and we want more for next year. Thank you. Again, Sean, your stage.
So before we close this ceremony today, I want to invite all of the recipients and all of the donors, the sponsors, to go back on stage so we can sing a final song to end the ceremony.
So we're going to sing Vietnam song for everyone. Please just sing along with the recipient. Please line up. And also, we want the scout troop here today. Please go up in the stage. And especially, nhạc sĩ Diệu Hương, please go up and sing with the student as well. Thank you. So, anyone in the audience would like to donor to the scholarship, please see us after the event. Thank you.
And there's one more donor who make the pledge that he will donate next year. Tim Doe, where are you at? Mr. Tim Doe, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Are we done? Okay, we're good. That, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the 2023 Kimmy Dương Foundation Scholarship Ceremony. And we have refreshment in the back, so if you don't mind, hang around and enjoy a good time with us. Thank you.
Chị, đây là anh Uy.
Ai thì giới thiệu.
Anh Uy,
Dạ.
anh Uy.
Dạ. Đây Diệu Hương.
Dạ.